Hello and welcome to Calabasas Teen Forum with your host Max Goldwasser. Teen Forum is an opportunity for teens to voice their opinions on topics of the day. Today's topic is performance art and entertainment at CHS. And our panelists are, this is Peyton Koch. He is a senior at Calabasas High School going to Chapman University. He is involved in the theater program, music program, and is also in an a cappella group. On the side, he plays on the varsity volleyball team. This is Cooper Koch. He is a senior at Calabasas High School going to Pace University next year for acting. He is also involved in the theater program, music program, and is also in an a cappella group. Fun fact, he does his own laundry. This is Amit Cannon. She's a senior at Calabasas High School going into the Israeli Army next year for a couple of months. She's involved in instrumental, the jazz band, and choir, and she is a very big Beyonce fan. This is my fraternal twin brother, Sam Goldwasser. He is a senior at Calabasas High School going to USC next year. He plays piano in the Jazz A band and has been playing for 13 years now, and his favorite food is cheesecake. Once again, our topic is performance art and entertainment at CHS. Cooper, we'll start with you. What is your involvement with the arts at Calabasas?
Well, I do a lot at Calabasas. First, I'm in the orchestra. I play viola. I'm a first-year violist. It's really fun. I love playing in orchestra. I'm in theater. I do all the musicals and the plays, and I'm the Theater Arts Club vice president, and I'm in a theater class. So I'm very involved with that, and I'm an instrumental. I'm the director of Instrumental, which is our co-ed a cappella group at the school. And as well as my two friends right here, and Peyton and Amit. Yeah, and so I think that's it.
That's about it.
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot. How, Peyton, are you just as involved?
I would say that I'm involved in the same categories as him. I just am not as invested. So yeah, he's the director of Instrumental. I just am in Instrumental,
yes.
and as in the shows, he's done many more of the shows than I've done. And orchestra, though, we've both been in it for 4 years at CHS, and I play violin. He plays viola. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's.
Do you like having those leadership roles on like instrumental?
Yeah. It was a good experience for me to have that before I go off into the real world.
What kind of things do you do as like the director?
Well, yeah, I lead the rehearsals, and I, have to organize everything and, teach the music in a sense. I mean, everyone goes into sectionals and learns their own music and stuff, but when it comes to everyone collaborating and singing together, I don't conduct in a way, but I lead the group in that sense. And I also do things like where we have to set up, gigs or whatever, or I have to print out sheet music and stuff like that. But yeah.
How about you, Amit? What are you involved in?
Just like Cooper said, I am an instrumental. I am also in Vivace, which is the all-girl choir. It's one of the three. And I also sing in the Jazz A band with Sam. He plays piano.
Okay.
It's been a great experience. I do a lot. I love being a part of it.
Mm-hmm. So you're a big singer, I know.
Yeah.
Who are some of your favorite performers professionally?
My favorite professional performer is Beyonce Knowles.
Beyonce. We all called that.
Oh yeah. I really look up to her.
Beyonce. Why? Why do you look up to her?
Wow. I look up to Beyonce because she does everything. She's such an inspiration for girls, and just as a singer, she's so great.
She's so talented.
Talented.
Very talented.
Don't even get me started.
It's either going to be her or Amy Winehouse. It's going to meet Cannon.
She's the next one. And Sam, what are you involved in at CHS?
I'm involved in just the music side, not the acting or singing, but I'm really involved in music. I'm in the Jazz A band, and also a separate combo, and we do a lot of stuff outside of school for like community service events we'll play at, or just different fundraising events that just people hire us for, and it's a really great experience to be a part of both of those groups.
How long have you been playing for?
Jazz, I just started at the beginning of high school, but I've been playing piano for most of my life.
Who are some of your favorite jazz musicians?
Oscar Peterson is definitely my favorite. He's just absolutely amazing. No, I've never heard anyone play like him. And yeah, Benny Green is also really good, but mostly Oscar Peterson I listen to.
Go back to theater. What are some, there's a new theater, obviously, at CHS,
Yes.
the PAC, the Performing Arts and Education Center. What are some of the biggest differences in that you see compared to the old theater?
Well, the fact that it's a real theater and not a random room, yeah, a multi-purpose room, that's probably the biggest difference.
And the sound is
honestly,
a
like,
lot
the sound
better
is
too.
absolutely- We're so lucky.
Yeah.
We really are. Like, it's incredible.
Yeah, I wish it was there for
Yeah.
4 years.
Yeah.
It's just a real professional theater. Like, it's that
And
high.
it gives us so many more opportunities to like succeed and to like excel in what we want to do. If you want to be on Broadway and you want to be like in musicals for the rest of your life, like this is, I mean,
You could
it's
compare
very
our
close.
stage to the Pantages
It's very
stage.
close.
We went with West Side Story last year and performed at Pantages, and honestly, our theater is better.
Like the sound, like I
Really?
mean, the sound needs tweaking and like the stereo with the mics and everything. But like once that gets in lock, like it's
good. It's
very
already
similar.
very
Like,
professional with
it's
those,
like,
yeah.
and it's just like unbelievable that we have the ability to have it just be right there every day. Like we're just in there every day.
What was your first impression when you saw it? Because it is a lot. It's just huge. What is it, like 600 seats or something like that?
Yeah,
650.
650 seats.
But yeah.
it's honestly weird because it's become such a home to like all of us that like going back to remember like when I was touring through it, like it's just weird.
Under construction,
It's-
Yeah.
Like I went in there with like the little like we had to wear like the helmet hats and we like walk through and like one time this guy took me up on the catwalk and I got to see like from way up above and like looking down at the theater. It was so cool.
What have you gained from being a part of theater? Not just maybe at Calabasas, but as a whole. How has that shaped you, do you think? Both of you.
Go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Okay. I guess, I don't know. Well, I didn't do theater my freshman year. I went to the high school thinking, I'm not going to do this anymore. Like because I did it when I was younger. And then I went and saw a show at Calabasas High School. And I was like, whoa, like I got to do this. Like this is so good. This is before the theater too. Like
Yeah.
I even thought before, like, wow, like I have to be in this stuff. So then I did it, and then I met like all of these really amazing people, and like they were so great and so fun to be around, and so open and like happy and nice and great. And it's, I don't know, it just really made me decide that I want to be in theater and acting and that kind of thing for the rest of my life. And like, I don't know, I really like the people that are involved with it.
When did you start singing?
I have been singing for as long as I can remember, probably. When I was like in 3rd grade, I realized that I can actually sing, that I can actually go somewhere with it. But I've been singing ever since, and I'm never gonna stop, if you're wondering. So.
I think we all agree that you shouldn't. You're really good. How has being a part of that new theater and just singing in general, how has that affected you?
Wow. I mean, I just transferred to Calabasas as a junior, and probably one of the best decisions I've ever made.
Was that the reason why you transferred?
I mean,
or?
it was one of them, but I really discovered everything I could really be a part of in that music program only when I transferred. Like, I didn't know what an a cappella group was when I first came.
Yeah.
I got really into it, and like, Calabasas has honestly given me so much.
Yeah. Do you think it's better to be involved in a lot of different things, or to be like more working on just one of your areas? Like you're there in a lot of like violin and singing, or do you think you should focus on one area, or just really broaden your?
Definitely broaden. Oh my God, take all those opportunities
Yeah.
while you can, because chances are after high school, we probably won't be doing a lot of these little things that we're in right now.
Seriously, it's
Yeah.
true.
So just take advantage of it. Like, it's so great.
We gotta take it in. We only got like what, 2 more performances?
Yeah.
Do you plan on doing anything in college related
Yeah.
to?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm
In
going
what
to
way?
I'm going to like a school for like acting, so I'm gonna learn how to like professionally be an actor and learn all of the fundamentals of that. So that should be great. And then I'm
Do you
gonna-
do things outside of school right now?
I mean, besides acting classes, and I took singing technique classes for my auditions to get into college because I do audition. But yeah, no, that's basically it. I've been kind of busy at Calabasas High School.
Yeah.
This year, yeah, it's been really busy this year.
Do you plan on doing anything in college?
Well, not in theater or acting.
Okay.
But orchestra and violin. I hope that there's an orchestra at my school next year that I can just join, not being a music major, but still be able to continue the art. And I don't know if I'm going to be continuing a cappella singing, but I mean, probably not. But yeah.
Do you, Sam?
Yeah, definitely. I'm not going to be majoring in any music-related major, but definitely on the side. And the great thing about what I love now in jazz is that you don't need to really rehearse with people to know what you're doing. You can just get together and say, hey, let's play this, and everyone pretty much knows what to do, and you're just free to explore. So it's one of the great things about music, even though I'm not majoring in it.
Yeah. Going back to just the amount of things that you guys are all involved in, do you find it hard to manage that time commitment, or is it pretty manageable?
Well, last year it was a big struggle for us because we also play volleyball, which we're not talking about sports here, but we also do that. So when we were in spring season last year, we were also in the musical West Side Story, and we would have to go back and forth between rehearsal and practice, and the coaches were yelling, and the director was yelling, and it was just not fun because we'd have to just run back and forth every single day, and it was just horrible. And then we'd also have instrumental.
It was stressful, but
It's worth
I
it
like
in the
doing-
long run.
It is worth it.
yeah, I like doing both of the things.
Yeah.
It's worth it because when you love what you do, it just really doesn't matter.
Yeah, and if you're passionate, about it, then
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're just gonna do it. Like you're just gonna,
What's your favorite thing about performing? Any of you?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah. Honestly,
it's so fun. I don't know. It's
there's
fun.
something about like being on a stage. You just can't really explain it. You know.
Yeah. It
And
just
like,
feels
I don't know, when you act, cause like you can't really see anyone besides like the front, like what? The
And just,
front,
like,
like 5
lights.
rows.
Yeah, 'cause
And so when you see someone in the audience going like it's, I don't know, that's a good feeling.
Like knowing that you can really affect someone. Like when someone comes up to you after a performance and is like, "Wow, you gave me the chills." Like that is
That's
worth
the
it.
best, yeah.
And not only that, but just also working with the same people, like working with the people that are on the stage with you.
Yeah.
Like,
Totally.
They feel the same
And
way.
interacting with them.
Yeah.
That's a whole nother experience too. Cause they're going through like the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel that people coming to Calabasas, I mean, obviously you're going to recommend that they become a part of it, but what are some tips that you would give to them if they're interested in becoming a part of theater or singing or?
I would say do it while you're there.
Yeah.
It's, high school goes by really fast.
And
Yeah.
even if you're not really participating in those types of activities going into high school, like you should just pick it up and try it. You can go into band classes not knowing how to play and like they teach you, or you can go in not knowing how to sing and join choir and learn, and then
You never know what
build your way up.
You never know what you're going to be capable of. Like, you really never know your limits until you like try them.
When I was thinking of which school to go to, because we had a choice of either Agora or Calabasas, for me, even though I never got involved in the arts, that was a big factor because I used to be big on acting, and I was like,
Right,
I
I
really want to
remember.
get involved in theater. Did that factor into your choosing of the high school, or not at all?
Well, no, we were just
No.
kind of always going to Calabasas.
Yeah.
It was just a plus,
Yeah,
that it just
Yeah.
the programs are so
Yeah.
great there.
Well, actually, I mean, we used to live in Hidden Hills, as you guys, and we did the
theater
shows
there,
there.
yeah.
And the theater teacher there was always like, "Oh, you got to go to Calabasas. Like Mr. Garrett, he's great. Like you got Mr. Garrett, Mr. Garrett. Like oh, it's
Yeah.
great. They're great shows there, like whatever. And then we went there, and yeah, it was true.
Yeah. Did you take any of the like theater electives, or you just did like the plays?
Oh yeah, no, I'm in the theater class.
Oh, you are in the
I'm in
theater
a theater
class.
class this year. Yeah.
Do you
Theater
like?
three.
Have you done both plays and musicals?
Yeah, I did my first play this year.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
What do you like better?
I mean, I like doing the musicals here because, like, I don't know. I guess.
Well, because you
Well,
sing.
because and also because I was in Shakespeare. The play was Shakespeare this year, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm not big on Shakespeare. I could do it, but I'm not big on Shakespeare. Like I would have rather done a contemporary play.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, no, we did Shakespeare. But no, yeah. So I'd like doing the musicals here. But when I go to college,
You're saying
I
musicals.
never did a
Oh, you never did a play.
play. Yeah.
So all musicals for
Yeah.
you. There's nothing to compare it to.
Yeah.
I saw. What was the most recent one?
Young
I never
Frankenstein.
saw that one, but
Oh.
the other.
I Midsummer Night Dream.
I did see that one. It was
Yeah.
very good.
That was the Shakespeare one.
yeah.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
okay.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the one you're talking about.
Yeah.
It was really good. Sam, is there anything that you would like to maybe change about your program that you're involved in, or
Well, I mean, I came into the program really not knowing anything about jazz, and I've just completely, like, it's been so to, like, explore myself through getting better and learning so many new things. It's helped me not only in jazz but outside of school, and the way the program is set up, I think it's so helpful. Like, there's areas for combos where, you know, you get chances to solo more and just more freedom, but there's also the big bands.
Amit, what do you do outside of school in terms of singing?
Honestly, just because I'm so busy in school, I just don't really find the time outside of school to progress myself, but
Yeah.
I do write a lot of my own music, and there's not much you can do right now.
Yeah,
I mean, if you're so busy, I do as much as I can, but that's about it.
So if you are busy, do you think that they need to shape your involvement so that it's, I don't know, in a way where it is combined with the curriculum at the school, or do you think
Well, I
that?
wouldn't say that the curriculum and the programs that we're all involved in is what's like clashing.
Yeah.
It's just all the programs like jazz, and
Okay.
instrumental. Like there's just so much. It's just all like.
But I definitely don't think that. I mean, because there is so much that we should take away the, like, core curriculum
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
of like, I mean, your school basically,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
what you do during the day.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, we do a lot of those things during the day, but like, you definitely need to have, I mean, English classes and science classes, and I mean, math. You definitely need to know all of that because, I mean, it doesn't matter if you're performing and you're singing on a stage or if you're acting. You need to have the, like, experience of, and you have to, like, be knowledgeable about things and stuff to be able. I mean, especially for acting, if you're impersonating someone, you have to be able to. You have to be knowledgeable about the character that you read about. You know, like you have to know what they're thinking and like what they're, yeah.
Is there, I asked Sam this, is there anything that you guys would maybe change about your programs that you're involved in?
Honestly, no.
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 They
Yeah,
make
it's
us
taught me a
work
lot.
hard. They make us work hard, but
Yeah.
it's good. That's why we're at like such a high level, because we're really pushed by our
Yeah,
teacher.
the other music teacher, Mr. Cohen, too.
Yeah.
Aaron
Yeah.
Cohen. He's like, yeah, he's very inspiring and is just a great teacher.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you for your inputs, and thank you for watching. If you have any questions or want to know more about the performing arts at CHS, please visit cityofcalabasas.com. Once again, I'm your host, Max, and thanks for watching.